Bonjour. Mais oui.
Are we on?
I think we're on. Are we live?
Where was the intro?
It was on mute. It's meant to be on mute.
Oh, right.
So it was on mute. Hello. Welcome along to the Ruesha and Shaban show. How goes it? Are you doing well? We are live. We are on air. And yeah, we've got hellos. So it seems like we're all doing well. Do you know what? I've absolutely nailed this technology stuff, haven't you?
I don't know what's going on.
I'm like Nathaniel's little baby like production love child.
Okay.
Is that fair?
I was wondering where you were going, but I knew what you meant.
I was baby.
I was, yeah.
He doesn't know that yet, but I just think I've come a long way for being able to like set up a stream on my own. I'm really, really proud of myself.
Yeah, but I think you should be able to, because you used to work in like a DJ place, you know, with all that stuff. Like,
if you just called it a DJ place,
radio station show.
Still do.
Aye, same thing.
Still do, Cat. Oh, what you just?
Sorry,
know?
I'm popping pills.
I can't find my cup. Did I not ask you to clear out?
I don't know
cup?
what you said to me about it. You said something about the cup, and then I don't know what you said. I was too busy doing stuff. Do you want your cup?
No, it's okay.
Do you want a tablet?
Do you know what? I'm not feeling very well.
Near ma.
What? You've got cramp. You know, she's on fire. Her temperature's through the roof. I've got toothache, sore throat. It's like all my left side is sore. Like sore throat, sore like ear, tooth. Like my wisdom tooth's a bit sore because I've got too much wisdom. But anyway, I'll be okay. No one cares about people who don't feel well. Let's just stop talking about it, basically.
What's the Chelsea score? It must be finishing up now.
Got to be finished up any second now.
It is currently 83 minutes gone, and it's 3-0.
Jump onto DAZN and you can watch along the last 10 minutes if you can.
It's on DAZN?
It's on DAZN, isn't it? Yeah. Do you know what? I'm actually booked, guys, to do the Champions League final for DAZN, and I cannot wait. I'm so excited. I'm so lucky. Had you told me years ago, 3 years ago, 4 years ago, you'll be working in the Champions League for DAZN, I'd have said, get out of town, you. Get out of town, you little rascal fart.
You're lying.
And here we are, all booked up for it. Cannot wait. Hold on, I'll get it here, Ruesha, on the computer.
All right, okay.
And
you just told me to do it on my phone, so I feel like a right mug.
I did, but then this is a better screen, isn't
Muggins.
it? By the way, Chelsea look unbeatable at the minute.
I mean, that's a thing, but there's a long way to go.
Yeah.
So you just need them to all kind of keep going. Erin Cuthbert, I think, had made a good point in one of our interviews she did, and basically like they're still in the running, but how it can just change nothing like that. And yeah,
she went, there's now, and then there's May, and
right.
it could be 4, and there's nothing at the minute.
Yeah,
May means nothing. It's winning everything in front of them now. And I actually thought, my God, you're the way they're taught is pretty good. The way they're drilled.
Taught quite good.
No, you were never taught anything.
No, I think my interviews are quite good.
Yeah, you're all right. I guess you're all right, but you don't go much. That's for sure.
I do not.
Do you want to do the drill? Like, subscribe, leave a message, etc.
Oh yeah, just while I've got you all here, I would just like to thank everyone for the support along the way. It doesn't go unnoticed. It's just goddamn beautiful. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment
To my channel too, okay? Please.
Oh, Beggy Beggerson over here, honestly. Beggy Anderson.
Beggy Anderson, okay. I've just noticed we're both dressed in black. We look like cats.
I'm just a tramp today, and I don't care.
It's your match.
Still stunning.
What was I going to say there? Oh yeah, Ruesha says my boobs are getting huge. She thinks I'm pregnant. I'm not, because I'm just not. But if you like and subscribe,
I'll get pregnant. Is that what you were going to say?
No, I was going to say I'll show everyone my new big boobs.
Oh, right, okay.
But
they're very covered up.
They're massive at the minute, aren't they? They're huge.
They do look big, but you have been piling on the pounds. That's why I keep saying to you could be pregnant, but you're actually just...
Do you think I'm looking big?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
At least try and lie. Seriously? Yeah. Well, I'm back running. I have been running the last couple of days, so I'll probably get all scrawny again. But I do love getting into the wee running bug. Went round the park yesterday. I felt like
a snail.
No, I felt like Rocky.
Did you?
Down.
I did get a glance at you. You went running by me.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I bumped into you.
It was horrifying.
You looked like an absolute creep standing around with your wee black cap on and your backpack, and
a creep.
You looked like a creep. Yeah.
I went out to try and do something useful with my life, but I was hanging, so I went and sat on the park bench for a while, and then
Tell everyone
went back
about
down the road.
St Paddy's night.
We had a good night at St Paddy's night. We
Ellie's asking how your
went to Flight Club.
Paddy's night was.
I sat there because I had just got there and I think I'm sweating and I'm menopausal and all that. So I just sat there and had a few pints. Didn't throw one dart. And that's the thing. I don't know if I'm left or right-handed because I'm just absolute not all there. So I don't know what hand I was better with. So I just sat there and had my pints. And then we went to an Irish bar, went to Gibney's. And there was some live music on. And it was a nice night was had. Good to get out and have a bit of bonding, isn't it?
But you know what, Rush?
You
earned that wee night out. Because can we talk about goal of the season?
Oh my! Apparently it's in the Puskas running.
Oh, it's not in the Puskas.
It's called the Ruesha Award.
The Ruesha, I love
the Ruesha Award. It's just me v me. So I think I'll win it.
Well, that's you scored 2 goals in the championship this season.
It's not. One was in the cup.
Oh
Shit.
Oh well, that doesn't count then.
Yeah, but that's it. We've only got 4 games left. Do you know that?
So talk to me then. Where can I watch? So when are you next back at Dartford?
Oh, unsure. We've got. Is it Sunday?
Are you at home on Sunday?
No, we've got Charlton on Sunday away.
Right. Where's Charlton again? That's
and then
fairly
we've got
London.
We've got Sheffield, and then I think it's international break.
You've only got 4 games left.
And
Rush.
then we're back, and then I think we've only got Southampton and Lewis last game of the season.
And that's going to be at home.
No, Lewis is away. It's only Sheffield at home then we've got.
And that's in a couple of weeks or after international break.
It's I'm going to say it's the 31st, something like that, if I'm right.
Okay. Oh God, if it's the 31st, I'm away.
It's the 31st, yeah.
Of March.
Yeah.
Oh, bugger brains.
Where are you?
Do you know what? I feel though when I go to your games, you just limp off. You're a bit pish.
You're a half-hearted fan. You only turn up to the big games. You jump on the bandwagon. You're one of those that rock up to stadiums when they're sold out. And you're a fake fan, is what you are.
Plastic fan, I like to call it. Or a floater.
You're a fraud.
I'm there when it gives something to me. What does it mean to me? Here, by the way, what about Beth and Viv at the game the other day?
I actually guilt tripped them into go. She was like, you made me watch that shite the other night when they get beat. God, sorry if I offend anyone by saying that. I wasn't trying to.
What?
The
Friday
Arsenal
night.
Chelsea game.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
so she guilted them in to going to watch Mitch's game.
Fair enough. I got a text from Beth saying, are you at this shit show? I said, no, I'm in the pub. It's St Patrick's Day. And she didn't say that. She was just genuinely like, oh, Rush scored a good goal. And I was like, yeah. I was in the pub.
Do you think she was looking for an autograph at the end of the game?
She said no, she doesn't care.
No.
Doesn't care, to be honest. Viv was like that.
Apparently she was sleeping on the sidelines.
They went there for a quiet nap.
Yeah.
Let the dog run around.
Yeah.
But well done though. Great goal. How did you feel in that moment?
I didn't feel. I just thought, all right, that's us 1-0 up. Could get beat 3-1.
Where do you get that positive energy from?
You've just got to,
Jesus Christ.
this is it. The game's not over till it's over. And we have been a shit show this season, so. But we go again.
By the way, Cass,
4 games.
That's a big win. They're top of the league.
Yeah, at least we can. I'd said that. At least we can. Since Rem's got us in, she's got us organised and stuff, and she's she's on it. Is what I'll say. So we could maybe do some teams, cause a bit of havoc if we've got Charlton. But for us and all, we just need to get points. I was kind of like, where can we actually finish? I think we can only finish 6 now, but that's better than 10th, isn't it? So hopefully,
hold on a minute.
Hopefully we can climb.
6 is a good achievement. I think,
where we've been. Yeah,
and I think new manager in 2 wins on the bounce is it's like momentum is everything.
Yeah,
there's
been a lot. Yeah, it's not been a plain sailing season for sure.
It's gone quick. It's gone really, really quick, don't you think?
I can't believe it. It's nuts. It's been the weirdest season ever.
4 games to go.
Yeah.
Shit, should we watch the rest of Chelsea? Totally forgot we were keeping an eye on them.
Well, that'll be over now, Cass.
There it is. Chelsea are being beat 4-3. How have I missed that?
I know.
I'm joking,
You
they're
just went
not.
off for a minute.
They're just 3-0 up, Gills. And we're into stoppage time, 3 minutes, we're 50 seconds played. Now, sorry, let's just go back to Chelsea before we started talking about your goal again.
The Ruesha
Award. I do think that there's a strong chance that there could be a quad here. But then you look at the men's game, for example, on Liverpool, and then them being denied it at the weekend against Manchester United to get through to the semis, and I think
taking away if you like that,
it's that bloody hard to do. That's why it doesn't happen often,
Good point, Cass.
What do you make of Ajax?
Well, I've not actually been watching many of their games this season, I must confess.
I must confess.
So...
Oh, chances.
Run, great direct play. Oh...
Not great.
But yeah, good. What's the story with this Champions League? I know I should be all over it, but I'm not.
What do you mean, what's the story?
What are we in here?
Quarterfinals.
This is the quarters, first leg, so they've got them, I take it they're playing them at Stamford Bridge.
Yeah.
I
think now that all their Champions League games have to be at Stamford Bridge. Something to do with like maybe licensing?
What?
TV rights maybe? Or
is it, or are you just talking pish?
No.
Do that a bit?
They do, they have to be at Stamford Bridge now. Someone will know why. But
what's the name of their home ground? I always get confused.
King's Meadow.
Is it their King's Meadow?
The Meadow of a King.
Fit the criteria? Who really knows?
By the way, if you are while you're on YouTube, jump on to DAZN Women's Football and subscribe there. By the way, you can watch every game from now until the final live and for free on DAZN Women's Football channel. Just subscribe. You can get in the comments there too. 45,000 people watching that just now, Cass.
Very good.
Hopefully we get those numbers.
The Dutchies love their football.
The Dutchies
do. That they really like when they had their Euros and the big sea of orange and all that. They've got a great set of fans.
Dutchies. You know when they do that little dance to the side?
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm thinking? Euros next year in Switzerland. Hopefully you lot qualify. Hopefully you qualify, right? But I cannot wait to in about the Dutch army. It should be so much fun.
Well, Cash, you should be there with the Irish army.
Yeah, but you lot don't like the way the Dutch do. Because you've been at one major in your life, right? Full time.
We've got absolute bangers, absolute tunes. Absolute tunes.
What's the Irish tune?
I'm not. There's loads, but that just shows what you know. You're honestly a fraud. You're sitting there with your Union Jack on, your England top underneath your black stinking shirt. It's embarrassing for you.
Look how white my arms are.
I know.
Look at the screen. Look at you. Look really brown.
Yeah.
I look unwell. I genuinely look unwell. Have I mentioned that I'm not feeling very well?
Maybe you are pregnant.
Nuskin scored 2. By the way, what a player.
And Lauren James, shock horror.
Lauren James scored the first goal. That Galdem is absolutely unstoppable at this moment. By the way, I saw your tweet got hammered. What was that about?
I don't know. There's people out there that aren't well, and it's a shame for them.
It's so weird.
Apparently I did get someone else for complimenting someone else.
How can you say, Lauren, when I grew up, I want to be like Lauren James? How is that actually? It's not the time, Ruesha. Now is not the time. I'm like, not the time for what? It's just appreciating a really good player.
And I'm pretty sure she got man of the match and caused absolute havoc. But
player of the match, or women
came
of the
from
match.
me, so... But if you actually look through my tweets, I've tweeted about her a lot.
I know.
I think she's unreal. She's quality.
Oh, honestly, I was reading the comments and I'm like, have I missed something here?
So if that's okay with that brigade, I hope they're okay. I really do.
So listen, I read it and I thought to myself, right, hold on a minute. Usually Ruesha is all for chops, but how can you not just look at Lauren James in that game and go, wow, and how you're not allowed to tweet when I grow up, I want to be like Lauren James. And what's incredible is then you scored on the weekend.
Do you know what's funny about it? Because people were like, you will never grow up. You think you're past that. I'm like, I think this is maybe went over your heads and all. You absolute rockets. Honestly, space munchers, get to bed. I'm trying not to.
Space munchers. Don't bite.
Absolute, I know.
Don't take it.
I'm not even allowed to speak about the subject.
Just
that. It's not allowed to say the word.
Don't even.
Because people might get
it's your swear word. It's not your swear word. It's your barred word. We'll have to get you like a jar. You have to put money in it anytime it slips out.
Forgive me.
But listen, I thought she was outstanding. I thought the amount of tweets going around about her were so true. And actually, I watched her post-match too because she was on the panel on Sky.
Right.
There was quite a long gap for the women to film on that panel on Friday night while they waited for the managers. And Lauren, I think, just came out and she had like a little bit of chat about her because normally she's quite reserved in her interviews and doesn't give away too much. But spoke about that freedom and feeling like, you know, it's like being in a playground kind of thing. And when she's got that freedom with the ball. But actually, when you watch Lauren James with the ball, it's like she's taking the mickey.
Yeah, she is. It's not funny.
Is she though, or is that just her?
It's just how she plays because she's just happy and probably just having fun.
Yeah.
But she makes it look so easy. Bless you. She makes it look so easy. And it's weird because like she was obviously playing a team. If I'm allowed to talk about that team for a second, with like really, really good players in the team. Hope that doesn't offend anyone either. That they've got really good players in the team. But you think of the quality of them, and then you think of her and like her levels, and like how good she actually is. Because it's like people would actually try to get tight to her, but she's just running away from them.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? She's just. But I think she shouldn't be allowed to play, because she's obviously grew up playing with her brother and probably as mates, and they're obviously very fucking good at football too. So she's just,
and it's like there's
up there. Do you know what I mean?
It's maybe she's been playing in such a professional environment, surrounded by professionals since she can remember.
I mean, even her brother is absolutely unreal. He's a quality player.
It's a shame his injuries. He's like you, an injury prone kind of guy. Touch wood
with chocolate.
But you're right. I mean, Reece James is such a good player for Chelsea when he's fit and available.
So yeah, it's like to her now it is probably sometimes a bit easier. But credit to her. She's an absolute credit to herself.
She's
and
a
her
credit
family.
to herself. Honestly, she truly is. So do you know what? Tweet again. Tweet again.
I don't know. Don't want to upset anyone out there.
I know.
Again, honestly.
For praising a good player. Anyway, who cares?
Lock me up.
Who cares about that? Because
Lock
it's not anything to focus on, because it was just positivity. You can't get anything right these days. Anyway, let's not go down that rabbit hole. Let's talk about something that I feel we've kind of missed out on, because Friday, actually, what was funny, Emma Hayes in a presser the other day said, I'm pleased the sock thing happened because it stopped everyone from talking about me and Jess Carter for 20 minutes.
I seen that last night, actually.
And obviously that stems from player-manager relationships. And then Emma Hayes talking about player-player relationships now. Yeah. I think if you're going to go into this subject, you almost have to be holier than now. You have to be whiter than white.
Am I allowed to speak about this at all?
Because you've been in a player relationship. But, so no one can...
Well,
God forbid.
I've seen her I'd seen people, and I was thinking people were like going off their nut about it, and I was thinking, what is it she then said? Like, she said inappropriate, so she didn't mean to use that word. She's kind of took that back and said they shouldn't have said inappropriate. Yeah. Which I'm like, again, it's not, that's maybe wasn't the word. But I think, I can't speak for her because I'm not her, but I can speak for myself.
Who are you?
And what I would take from it is maybe she meant like, or what I would see with it is there could be a problem, but it depends on the person, it depends on the relationship, but it has potential to bring a problem to training some days. Yeah. Because let's be honest, when we're females and sometimes you've had an argument or whatever, sometimes it's people would know that. People can sense that. You're probably not sitting beside each other then at meal times, or it's obvious. Different people, different maturity levels, but sometimes it can maybe be a bit of a problem or a bit of an issue, not all the time. But you'd be trusting, you'd hope that people are mature enough and old enough for it not to be a problem. But
it happens in all environments. There's always, I know, oh God, I can tell you a number of workplace relationships. So football doesn't become any real different because in terms of it's a workplace professional environment. But the other thing to point out is that I guess with the player manager thing, it's like, when does it become crossing the line? You know, when does it become an abuse of power? And I was speaking about this on TalkSport the other day with Simon Jordan and Jim White and Danny Murphy, because obviously when you look at Willie Kirk's pending investigation, Jonathan Morgan's investigation, Mark Sampson say in the past, it happens. You know, people fall in love with a boss kind of thing. The boss may fall in love with a player. But actually, when there's more eyes on the sport and it's becoming unprofessional, it can then seem unprofessional kind of thing. And I actually think you can't help but look at it a bit sideways. But then that has to be across the board. It's for female managers and male managers. It has to be one rule for everyone.
And those who don't identify.
And those who don't identify. It's rules across the board. Really working hard on your pronouns and working hard. And that's good, because we have to be better at that. Anyway, I just wonder what the future of this is going forward, and if there has been anything inappropriate. Obviously, it's all alleged just now. It will be revealed, but I also fear that then there could be a bit of a movement in this moving forward, because you've spoken about in the past, say when you were younger, maybe in a bit of an abuse of power. Yeah, and you won't go into details, but you felt that. Yeah. Is that the end of the story?
Was that a question? Right, because you just like you were going to say something, you just stopped. Yeah, definitely. I was speaking about this actually the other day, and yeah, there was definitely roll back the years. Yeah, roll back 12, 15 years. And maybe there's stuff maybe not in place as then, but now the game has come such a far way. It's a professional place, it's a professional working environment. So I think now people have got to respect that and know their boundaries. And if you are a manager, you're within a position of power and trust, so it can become complicated. Or if so, it has to be reported straight away and whatever happens. But I mean, if you're getting with the boss, it's a bit... No, do you know what I mean? But yeah, I was there where I'd say there was definitely somebody abused their power. And when I stopped doing and going to extra sessions and all the shite that I was to do, I didn't play. And that was just purely power. But I think with me, it was probably a bit of because of my personality. I was a joker or whatever, and I think there was that, I want to be able to control her. I want her to fall into line and sit a beer certain way. And that was definitely, that was how it went on. Looking back now, you're like, Jesus Christ, like it's actually, well, I find it comical because I'm like, it was just wild.
That it even happened?
Yeah. But there's obviously, it's been going on in the game for how long? But that's the thing now, and it's still going on.
Are there conversations?
What do you mean?
Like from players like that? Are you know your experience, but do you meet players who have had similar experiences?
I know, yeah, another person who would be at my club right now who's probably had similar experience, a bit different, but some like similar definite power thing. And there's probably some people that haven't, and there's probably some people that wouldn't want to say if they have.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's definitely goes on, but now it's changing. There's changes coming, I think. But I know what you're saying. It's not all wrong. Sometimes it's consensual. Sometimes it's. But then it's like, how do you work with that, and how do you move forward with that without it becoming, do you know what I mean, a problem within a team?
And I guess that was Emma Hayes. She went down the road of the player-player relationship, you know, and it came away from the player-manager relationship. It's like, well, who's to say, like, that you can't fall in love with, I don't know, I'm trying to think of something, well, I know you're trying to court her anyway, Baby G, do you know what I mean? Like, who's to say that that's not okay? Like, player-player relationships, but the difference is with a managerial role is that it can affect a dressing room massively. So can player-player relationships too, but I just think it's such a tricky one as the game becomes more professional. It will become scrutinised more, and then where is the line drawn between yes, that's a consensual relationship and that is an abuse of power kind of thing? Because I mean, I don't know. I
mean, I couldn't think anything worse though. I've actually waking up in the morning with your bird, going to training with your bird, coming home from training with your bird, going to bed with your bird. Do it like, no, thank you, no.
But it happens, like, the thing is as well,
I've got mates that do it. Do you know what I mean? I've got mates that are like together, and that people find that fine. But I'm just thinking, I would need a break. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I like my own space, so don't I?
You could get put in your cage under the stairs and just sit there for a while.
Yeah, like that.
But listen, it absolutely blew up, and then the game happened on Friday night. Shotgate happened, and things changed ever so slightly when it came to a focus on that story. But anyway, we'll talk about that another time. Do you want to tell everybody about the story that you've sent me 3 times in the last 24 hours?
Yeah, I didn't realise I'd done that.
Yeah, I'm like, clearly this is in your head.
It came up and then I was talking about it today in the car with Dan and Mitch.
Why are you so obsessed?
Don't know.
Tell everyone the story.
Just keeps off. I know why it came up. But anyway, 9 women in Ireland basically just gave birth to twins and didn't know. Well, she started bleeding during the night, went to hospital, and there she was. Gave birth to twins. Well, C-section. Didn't have her Scooby-Doo. Was getting a period. Was on the pill. And that's why I'm saying to you. And I keep going on about it. I'm like,
I'm not that fat. I've just got massive jugs. Jugalicious.
Look at that.
I know, man.
I'm
giant.
Pure, in fairness,
You're grabbing onto my lurch there like that. Giant.
I'm a big girl right now because I've been. I use my period. I think my periods have really messed me up right now. But
they make you bloat, don't they?
But I used it as a right excuse. I was like, my periods.
Well, why don't you run about and tell everyone you're pregnant then?
I mean, I could be.
The Immaculate Conception. Oh, hold on. Cryptic pregnancies creep me out.
What's that mean?
That's from Deborah Duddy. That bird's beak in a blanket over a cage. One going bird. I was just thinking about you in a cage with a blanket over you. But I've heard stories. I think it was somebody I used to work with's husband's sister went to hospital with bad tummy pains and was in labour. Like for 9 months had carried a baby, and the position of the placenta or the position of the sac was like almost up the back. Therefore it was all masked. But also they do say when in some circumstances, if you don't then know, you don't get the symptoms.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? So you still can't. How does your body
so it's
still
like
have a period?
Don't know.
That's a mental story.
It makes me think that the Virgin Mary was actually, she did say a prayer.
What do you mean?
Like, she didn't even get pumped. It was magical. Do you know what I mean?
Well, let me tell you something.
Yeah.
That's not true. Okay? Because the sperm has to meet the egg cast.
Oh, I don't know about this one.
This
was a miracle.
It's the most natural thing on the planet. It's called life.
Life.
And it's basically a case of sperm meets egg, so it had to happen. Are you going back to biblical days? Because be careful with how we might offend people. Remember, we are live.
Yeah.
But are you starting to now maybe doubt yourself?
No, I'm just starting to think that maybe my rabbit could get me pregnant.
Poor rabbit, what's his name? Oh God, fuck being your rabbit, by the way.
Grow up.
Disgusting. You get pumped.
Grow up.
Here, somebody's saying Ruesha, you should adopt. I think maybe you should look at adopting.
I live in my sister's loft. Imagine me rocking in with Wayne, being like, oh look.
I know.
Do you know what I mean? You'd actually shave your barnet. You'd have a full on meltdown.
What would I do? What have you got to do? I can't control these two.
Yeah.
Try to look after my husband and you.
Yeah, maybe, but no, I won't. I'll have a baby one day. It's creeping up on me though. It really is creeping up.
What are you going to call your baby? Boy or a girl? What would you like?
A boy. You have to be boy. Just I like more boys' names. I just like more boys' names. That's the only reason right now.
Go on, tell everyone you remember when you were young. It was like,
oh yeah,
Bradley, Braden,
Bruno, Bradley, Brian, Bruno, Brody, Bradley. Don't know. There's a few names I like. I like Caden. No, I'm not saying my Irish names I like because people will take them. Even more people like you will jump on the bandwagon.
Was it
Brogan took Killian?
No, I know she did take Killian.
I just...
She did take Killian.
Can't trust anyone these days, honestly.
Brogan was her other sister, but we cut her out of her life when she took the name Killian. By the way,
she was getting a bit clingy, wasn't she?
Bit much.
She was just getting a bit much.
She'll be watching now like that. By the way,
and she's got a different dad from ours. So
I know. I hope we can find him one day for her. I FaceTimed her earlier on. I FaceTimed Mum, and Brogan was there wearing maybe the worst outfit I've ever seen.
What was it?
And I went, "What are you wearing?" It looked like she had like nipples on top of her nipples.
What?
On dress.
Lovely.
And then we turned around and she had on something, and it was like wine coloured, or like the actual bit of like the lining of the boobs was like up high, and it's a maternity dress. Can we say she's pregnant again? We are live. We've said it.
She's
now.
pregnant.
Congratulations. We'll bring her back in our lives. But I was just like, what the fuck are you wearing?
Right,
that's terrible.
Well, she's probably up in her room crying now.
I told her
her
to her
hormones
face
will be all over the gaff.
straight up. I said, do me a favour, screenshot that picture and send it to Ruesha.
Right,
but she hadn't.
She's not done it. No.
Brogan, send us a picture of your dress. It was absolutely tragic, I would say.
If you could leave it out for me next time I'm up, I'll take it for a spin.
It's a maternity dress. I was like, I don't care what the hell it is. Bin it.
I need to go shopping. I need to go. Guess where I was the other day? Aye, but guess where you had me in the other day? The Marie Curie charity shop. I was like, what is going on? I was in the Marie Curie shop. That's where she took her kids for a day out. It's people think life here in St Albans is all high flying. It's not. Take your reins into Marie Curie.
What's wrong with that?
It's pure shocking.
I love
anyway, my point of the story was...
the thing is with a charity shop is that you're going to find really what you're looking for, mostly because the kids don't know. They chose I let them choose a toy, and they chose...
Like they needed another toy.
Exactly, but it's the charity shop, so I got it for £3.
Don't start saying this was about the charity shop.
It is about the charity shop.
You Shouldn't you be buying your kids any more toys?
Hold on a minute. Talk
They're
about
pure
charity. You're
St.
living
Albans.
rent-free in my spare
I am not
room.
living rent-free and I have to come in.
Treating this place
Honestly,
like a hotel.
you and your husband creep upstairs when I'm sleeping. They go in the bath. They leave their pubes on my sink.
No, we
There's
don't.
all sorts of things that go on in this.
I've
This
never
is
been in
weird.
that bath.
Your kids come up to me when I'm trying to sleep. One of them wakes me for honestly god awful singing in the morning. She needs to tone that down. There's a lot of things that go in this house that's not okay. But I'll stay a wee
Going
bit
to
more.
a charity shop should
When
not
do you think I
ever
should
be
move out?
frowned upon.
I'm not frowning upon that. I'm just saying you took your kids to the charity shop for a day out. It was already. Anyway, and I was there and I walked in and I thought, what am I doing with my life? Walked back out. Anyway, but my point was, I need to get a grandma's outfit. So I'm going to go back to the charity shops.
Is this for the Dublin night?
Yeah.
Oh, I just hit you up one even better. Go to Brogan's house. She's got a dress that you can borrow. Jesus Christ. I didn't go to Dad's wardrobe because you know he's got some stuff too.
When do you think I should move out?
What do you mean?
June Jamie likes that and go,
It's about time.
oh, she's still upstairs.
She's really getting in her
She's
way.
upstairs again. Do you ever speak about that?
Not really, no.
No. Do you think he'll say to me?
Because he feels sorry for you.
Do you think so?
Because he thinks you're an absolute tragic mess.
Does he?
He's like, God, she's tragic, isn't she? And I'm like, I know. She is tragic. And then he's like, it's quite nice though that, you know, like she's got fans and that like her, keeps her strong, and then you bring home all your gifts. You sit eating your
He eats
chocolate in your room and your cans of Iron Brew, and I'm like, have you seen the In-Betweeners where Jay's like, oh yeah, they're like that, oh, we're Simon's friends, and he's like, oh, Simon, and he's like, yeah, ditched him, he's so tragic. I'm like, that's now what I'm going to say for you. So tragic. By the way, yeah, Joe Perry saying charity shops are great, especially for kids' clothes and toys. They grow up so quickly. It's so true.
Saying that your kids, man, their clobber is shocking. You must look at that sometimes and go, what you's wearing?
That's the thing. My kids they're not decked out.
Oh, no, they look, honestly.
Like they've gone missing somehow.
Yes,
Yeah, I know. They don't look great. Actually, in the charity shop the other day, you'll know this if you've got kids and they get to that age where they say things they shouldn't say.
Yeah.
And the woman who had served us at the counter, she had a problem with her eyes.
Right.
God love her. And Brooks handed over his toy and went, what are you doing with your eyes? And I was like, Brooks.
You can't say that.
Brooks! And he was like, what? And I was like, be nice. And he was like, your eyes okay? And I was like, get out. Get your toy
out.
and get out of the shop. And she just smiled, bless her, because you know they're kids. But I've been in the shop so many times when they've come out with things like that. I'm like, guys, can we just like not?
Yeah, it's quite awkward. I don't really know what you would do.
I know, but they do it. They go through it. I mean, that's the thing. It's like it's learning that everybody's different.
Yeah, I hate when kids are playing with each other and all, and you're like, you can see them like arguing about to argue with other kids, and you're like, do you say something because they're not your kids? I don't mean them too. I mean like when there's other kids there, and you're like, that's pure awkward. I'm like,
what when they start to get aggy with each other, and you know it's going to turn.
Yeah,
Sometimes you need to let them have it out, Cass.
Yeah,
not worry about it.
Yeah, there's been a few times where I've had like classes or whatever, and I'm like,
I know, you watch them like fighting over a toy. In fact, that happened today actually with little Mila, who lives next door to us.
fast, just dig him.
Imagine you teaching them to fight. In fact, on our wall, you know, we've got in the kitchen Tiger Woods, Chloe Kelly, and Muhammad Ali.
Yeah.
Brooks was like, what does he do to Muhammad Ali? And I was like, he's a boxer, he fights. And he was like, fight? Like a whooping? Because you know, him and Jamie whoop each other every night. I was like, that's quite cute. Yes, he whoops for a living.
He whoops. He's a whooper.
Yeah, absolutely.
Anyway, why are we on this live? What is it we're even speaking about?
I don't know. We've given you absolutely no information. Do you want to talk about the NWSL, please?
Yeah.
Because it's returned and it's back.
So,
Go on.
this is all I know. I tried to look into it yesterday,
Right.
but I don't know if I mentioned that I was a wee bit delicate. So basically, I'd seen that. So Kira Carusa, her team,
Which is called
San Diego
Wave.
played
Winner
Gotham.
place you with Brogan.
They played Gotham, and San Diego won. So this was like they'd won the league and one of them had won the championship cup. So they played against each other. That was that. But then the season started too, so I found it weird because I'm like, surely they would have done this the week before so they could have then all played the league game together. So now they've not played their first league game because they were playing that cup thing. Didn't make sense to me. I thought that was weird. Anyway, that's all I know. And I know that at the other game, Cassim, at the other game, the 5-4 game.
What are you telling us?
I'm trying to say I don't understand why they kicked off their season playing that game on at the same time then when other teams were playing their first league game. Because then it's like they're behind. Somebody let out a fart and it wasn't me.
Oh my God, did you hear that?
Yeah.
Did you hear that?
I think they did. I think they would have.
Jesus.
So that is my point. Why would they like? It's like, know how like in England here before the league starts, before the Prem starts, they play.
Aye.
Do you know what I mean? So it's like that would have been done the week before.
Yeah. Yeah. You don't
so now they're
the
playing catch up, so it just didn't make sense to me.
Fair enough.
But I'm not judging. I'm fine with it.
That Portland Thorns Kansas City game was an absolute belter, but also KC had just opened a brand new stadium, which I think is something we should touch on now. Is that it's one of the few women's built stadiums in the world. 11,500. It looks brilliant. And what's his chops was there? Patrick Mahomes.
Your dog.
Your dog. You like that, huh?
No, he doesn't do that.
He doesn't.
He doesn't do that. That's Sullivan. That's
Travis Kelce.
No, Cass. His name's gone me. I've lost his name.
Gosh, I just can't keep healthy. It's just ridiculous.
But he was there. But then the only thing I think that's amazing. But I'm also like with the way the game's going, it's a shame the stadium wasn't a bit bigger. Do you know what I mean? Like all that money and all that work. Am I being too negative? But I'm like, it's not a lot of people. Do you know what I mean?
This is something, again, I'll happily discuss now, is that you look at, say, Boreham Wood and the amount of fans that can be, was it 4,500, I think, Boreham Wood?
Well, with that backstand now, maybe, yes. Yeah. Call it 5,000. Call it 5.
Right. I think it's 4.5,
Give
but for Ruesha's math, we'll call it 5,000.
Yes, it's even number.
I think there's a possibility, say, going forward, that there could be Arsenal having to play all of their home games at the Emirates. But then I also think Sunday night, late night, Friday night, say it's a 7:45 game or 7 p.m. on a Friday night, does the Emirates then start to look a bit sparse? But actually having your own ground, 11,500, say Arsenal are the next stadium to go and do it, have their own built, accommodation for their games. What would be the capacity there that they're likely going to fill out week in, week out? Is it 20,000? Would it be 15,000?
But I think you look at
would it be 50?
If you look at, God, again, I hope I don't.
Careful.
Honestly, please fasten your seatbelt for what's about to come next.
Take a breath.
Is
this a compliment?
God knows.
Right.
God knows. If you look at their attendances so far, they've been up
Smashing
at what? So they're like coming in 10th. If you look at the Prem, where the attendances, obviously the Emirates is a 60,000 capacity seater. More. God, if I've missed out a few thousand,
62?
I'm 62.
62, I think.
Okay.
You bitch.
Don't want to get that wrong. Just hit me for that.
Yeah.
On cheek. Just give me that. Right.
Because it's harder, just scalp you. Sorry.
Ken!
God, I'm nervous what might happen next.
So as I was saying, they've been getting really good turnouts. So surely now, how many games have we played? How many have we played at Bournemouth? So they've got, basically, if they can be getting 40,000 people there, is that not great?
Yeah.
But the thing is, they've been getting...
Gotcha.
They've been getting nearer 60, so I think if they can continuously keep pushing that,
yeah,
that won't become their norm. But how do they keep it there? I mean, they want to start...
Getting a win.
You said it. Oh, cute.
No,
give me a...
just go gently.
Upset people out there, and they will want this.
Just go gently.
Right,
gently.
move your hands.
Oh, Ruesha,
Move your
I'm scared.
hands.
I don't like
Put
this.
your hands on your head like that.
No,
Put your hands on your head like that. Do it. Move your elbows. Move your elbows.
I don't like it. Do my hand. Just slap my hand.
No, please. No, because the people, you've offended a lot of people out there. People are angry and they want justice.
They want justice.
They want justice. Move.
No, Ruesha.
You have to just quick. You're making this harder than it needs to be.
Go. Fucking do it. Why you take a run out? For the love of God, why you take so long?
I'm trying to hit the mic. Move. Come forward. you for real? Move. You're embarrassing yourself. That was all it was. Honestly.
Sweating after that. I was nervous. It wasn't too bad after all. Could do it again harder.
And if anyone else out there would like to see the death penalty brought back, for this to carry on. Honestly.
Oh my God, that was so wild.
So yeah, I think we've got to start aiming bigger. There is teams that we know probably won't get 60,000 people at their stadiums. They definitely can. And that's a compliment, by the way. Hit me again. Hit me, because that was, I can't believe I said that.
Jab instead of jab. Just to throw you out. Was that sorry? Sorry. Do you want me to stand on your Achilles next?
No.
God, I'm so sorry. I didn't think that would be sore. You scare me because you're smiling at me. I can't decide if you're going to fuck me up. Okay. That went off piece.
God, anything else to talk about?
No, I think that's just about us.
What have we been speaking for?
40 minutes of
40
absolute
minutes.
nonsense. I don't know why people put up with it, but people seem to like it. If you haven't already, maybe that's a good way to get another subscribe.
What?
I'll let Ruesha stand legs open and then I'll put her right up the
Right,
dooney.
no, sorry that we've went off track. So there's this podcast I've been listening to. I don't know if I said this before. It's called The Reality Check.
Right.
And it's wild, the stuff that goes on. So basically there was a woman that was a dominatrix and she gets people coming to her, and that was like some of the things is like she volleys them up the sack, some of them like nails their ball sack to a chopping board. All this is wild, like the stuff that goes on. But this is real life. This is real life.
They like it.
Yes,
They're
but
into
like,
it.
who likes that?
I don't
you
know.
know what I mean?
Like, you have no idea the fear levels I had there about you getting ready to slap me in the face. I'm terrified of that kind of thing.
Has you ever
I can chuck it verbally.
slapped his willy over your face before?
No. No. I've never seen it.
His wee pecker.
See, this is why he's getting ready to chuck you out this house.
Is it?
Because you're shaming him, saying he's got a winky woo and he's gaining weight.
You said that?
No, you said
The
it
two
last.
yous,
You
honestly.
said it last podcast.
The two yous are obviously feeding each other.
You like that? Huh? Bite. Take a bite.
Your fingers been up your arse? They're rotten.
No. Really? Oh, gosh. By the way, ow! Sorry.
Your first slap was pathetic.
Less
So go.
scary there because I didn't know it was coming. A lot of people asking about the Kate Middleton conspiracy. Have
She's
you?
vanished? I don't know. My mum was talking to me about it and I was kind of like...
Mum's proper into it.
Anyway, now in the car, the girls keep speaking about it.
It's
and
mental.
I'm just like, so what's happened?
But then she was spotted in this farm shop at
Playing
the
hide and seek.
weekend.
But people were saying it wasn't her. Is that the one who's walking about and people are going, that's not her? I've
What do
seen
you
this
mean
on
walking
TikTok.
about?
Well, she's walking with him. Why has he not had a hair transplant?
I don't think you're allowed to say that about royals.
Am I not? Well, I just did.
They'll come
Oh
after you.
God, that's everyone else. I can't. I've spoken out of tongue again, haven't I?
I'm
Spoken
going
out
to
of line.
have to give you a little punch on the schnauzer. But I think that
All that money I'm giving, we could at least do that.
somebody actually said... What?
What? Keep going. I'm just waiting.
Was that another dig at the royals?
Are you all right with that?
It's a fascinating story, I have to say. But
Siobhan's got a Union Jack tattoo on her back, big back piece, big
I don't
Union
mind.
Jack.
I'm okay with the royals. Like, pardon me, I like the young royals. Like, I really like Kate Middleton.
Do you? Do you even know her? But something like you don't even know these people.
But I have been.
But it's just weird. I find it weird. Like this is my view on it, right? And we're really us.
Remember, you're live.
Right, so
you are live.
we pay tax to live here, okay? And we do. We live here, right?
No, you're
This
not
is
going down the
it.
tax rate.
No, but I'm just saying.
You paid your taxes once.
And what does they live in this big palace? Okay, this big palace, and they're all minted, loaded, and there's homeless people living on the street in the same country. There's people that can't feed their kids. I don't get it. Why is this a thing? Do you know what I mean? Why are they?
Why
not-
are they?
yeah, where's the?
It's history. It's the history, right?
Hish is what it is.
The royal family. But I do think like the new royals had like they were a bit more relatable somehow.
What, like your one that left?
But yeah,
Harry?
like Meghan and Harry, for example, I was like, what a fascinating story. And it's such a split thing. Like I work with loads of British people who aren't into the royals. They just
Right.
are like, I don't get it. I'm not into it, whatever, like that. But it's the monarch. Like it's just it's the history of it all.
I don't envy them. I wouldn't want to be brought or born
tough
into that.
life,
Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? Obviously they can't say it. I'll say it for them. It's pish.
Some people actually agreeing with you.
Yeah, but it's just, I do think the poverty in the world is a real shame.
Yeah.
And then you look at this world that we're living in, the stuff that's going on in Palestine and stuff like that. It's bloody tragic.
Yeah, I know.
Anyway,
I'm going to have to ask
back
you
to the football.
Back down into your cage and cover you up with a big blanket.
I spoke out of tongue again. I've said too much again, honestly.
It's just...
I'd bring back death penalty for Rue.
Stop.
No?
Stop
for
talking.
Me? No.
Death penalty for Rue. For
yeah.
you. Yes. Absolutely. Yeah. Especially for that tweet the other night. That was absolutely
outrageous.
Bang out of order.
Outrageous.
You're out of order.
Yeah.
Listen, there was one thing we had to talk about. Oh, yeah, we did the NWSL. By the way, did you see that Megan Rapinoe's shirt's been retired from the club? They've retired her shirt.
That's nice.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Do you think London City will retire number 31?
They bloody should. They goddamn should. Who knows how long I've got left out there in that grass, trying to run about in pain, may I add, in agony. I'm not. My Achilles are, by the way. Feeling a little bit better, though my left one was in bits today. I don't think my night out helped, but that was just a Paddy's Day celebration.
I had to be done. Were you Irish dancing?
No,
I wasn't. The way, some people in the comments saying that I have to let you speak, but because I'm your mum at the end of the day, okay? So no, I'm not letting her speak in any more subjects that she's not well equipped to deal with. But
yeah, there is some things, but some things I shouldn't say. But oh god, you can't say it in this world about people jumping down your throat and wanting you. Oh,
do you want me to slap you again? No.
Do you want to slap me again? Because I nearly said another thing out of line, honestly.
Oh, naughty dog. Naughty dog. Yeah, sorry.
Ruesha.
What else were we going to say though? What else was I going to say? Oh yeah, the London City shirt, number 31.
Yeah. I mean,
it's
something we should probably bring forward to them, I do think. And maybe they should name, if they do ever make a training ground, name something after me too.
Like what? The Ruesha stand? Ruesha stand?
Maybe something like that. Just yeah, because I think I won't go down as a
lead balloon,
a London City god.
Yeah,
they'll probably sack me and get rid of me next week. I'll probably piss someone else off. So, but it's good to put that out there. A statue.
A statue.
Yeah,
it's so mental how Rue goes with everything.
I know.
It goes with everything.
I'm just fantastic.
Okay, here you need some Vaseline because your lips are chapped.
I don't like Vaseline with plus
by the way, Angie's been in touch in the comments. She says Bay FC because it was their first game, of course, the first of the franchise. They won. Oshwala getting the first goal too. Could be an interesting old team because it's absolutely stacked with superstars, isn't it?
Yeah, it'll be good to keep our eyes on it though. I need to watch the highlights. I've seen a few goals floating about on old social media, but yeah, it'll be nice to watch some highlights. Seeing Eddie's team though, they went off to a flyer.
Denise O'Sullivan.
Was it 5-0 or 5-1? Courage. Courage. We were naming teams at training. I just seen this on TikTok, and Littlejohn, she was obviously taking the piss, but did give me a tickle. She was naming teams, and then was Chicago Fire. Just tickle me. You know, I find it funny.
Is it not one though?
No, her name's not Chicago Fire.
Chicago All Stars.
Is it I? But Chicago Fire. I thought it was quite funny.
It's not Chicago All Stars. You were like, is that I?
I don't know.
Is that I?
And also, I'm going to learn the names of the teams. It's so American though, isn't it? They just
I love the American the American positive vibes of it all. I actually think with Michelle Kang coming at the club, actually London City Spirit sounds absolutely unbelievable.
I know
that's not out there,
we'd said that. She'd said something once she was speaking to us and was saying about the names, but she liked Lionesses because it's Leon have that in their name, and I'm like, no, because Lionesses to me are England. They are the Lionesses.
Aye, you can.
So it's just no, that's their name, so it shouldn't be. So yeah, I'd rather maybe London Spirit.
Yeah.
London River.
London Wave.
The London Thames.
London Thorns.
London Lesbians. Do you know what I mean? I think there's...
London Lesbians is great.
Yeah.
London Lesbo Spirit.
Lesbos.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Yeah, Michelle, if you are watching, right, you have to guess the end of the name of the team. Okay. KC.
Kansas City Current.
Well done. Portland.
We'll stick Current in there.
I know,
that's silly. Sorry.
Hold on a minute. You are cruising for a bad egg. Portland.
Forns.
Racing.
Louisville.
Orlando.
Pride.
North Carolina.
Courage.
Houston.
Dash.
UT. Utah.
Royals.
Yep. Chicago.
UTI.
Chicago.
Chicago. You just say that. I'm thinking the lost Chicago Fire. Chicago All Stars.
Red Stars. Shit. That's sweaty. Seattle.
Rain.
Washington.
Have they not rebranded Seattle?
Seattle Rain FC.
Is it still? Okay, so they must have changed it. Oh, maybe last year they did a different name. Can't keep up,
I
man.
wish I could rewind.
Right.
Angel.
City.
Bay.
FC.
Well done. That's
Thank
not
you.
too bad.
Thanks.
Sorry if you guys are NWSL fans. We're on the old catch up here. But
learning.
we are with you.
We're learning.
We want to
Hey, we can
hear
go out to a game?
from you. Yeah. Oh, wouldn't that be nice? Wouldn't that be lovely?
Right, let's do it.
Maybe help beats. Go out to. I saw her lying under the Golden Gate Bridge the other day.
Well, shit, we're having a wee nap.
Just
Have they not
lying
put
there
her up in housing?
They've not. She's just lying out there.
Who's lying out there?
She's
Under
just
the bridge?
lying there under the bridge like that. Something ain't right. Something ain't right. But Oshuala getting that first goal, like we say, it's a big old franchise, and it's very, very exciting. Anything else you would like to add before we go? This has been an absolute shit show, but I've liked it. It's always fun. 55 minutes gone here.
Is it?
51.
Fantastic.
Sorry, I rounded up.
Oh my god, you've pissed me off again, Cass.
What?
My thing's not been on.
What thing's not been on?
Damn it, that's why I should have my computer.
What?
My monetization.
Cassie, turn it on at the end of it. It's absolutely fine.
Is it? No, it doesn't work like that.
What, you're only here for the money?
There's nothing else I'd like to say. Is there anything else that I should speak about?
What's the ambition for the end of the season? Finish sixth. As high as you can go.
If we could get fifth, that'd be great, but that might not be possible because of other results. But if we can, go out with a bang and see how high up the table we can get. So if we got to sixth, that would be a great achievement considering how pish we've been.
You need to stop saying that about your
No,
own
we
team.
have. What do you mean?
Because
I'm in the team. We have been shocking, and now we have been. People thought we were going to get promoted. We're in a relegation battle. We still are in a relegation battle. Do you know what I mean? Like, is it ready?
Seriously, though, when do you do your positivity talks?
Now it started.
Are you being trained by Tony Robbins?
Honestly, no, I do feel like I'm still allowed to say what it is, but like now, did I not say before the game on Sunday we would win the game?
Yeah.
Yeah, so is that negative or positive?
It's positive.
It's been realistic to where we're at.
And you scored.
But now we're on a journey. Remy's at the wheel.
Remy at the wheel, like that.
And we are on board. We're on board, and like I said, sorry, but like the last managers that were in, there's stuff that I will take from how they played. It just didn't work. But like how Carolina's seen the game, I actually really liked the way she's seen stuff, the way she wanted to play football. There was like really good parts about that. But it just didn't work when she was here. And now we're trying to just be a bit more compact, and Remy's doing a very good job. That's what Remy feels like. She's exhausted.
When are you finished?
I was just trying to be positive.
Remember when Carolina got the job and I was like, Carolina Moraki? And you were like, Morris. I was like, gosh, that really got me. Anyway, another good news, guys, that I've booked my hair extensions and they go in next week. So
should I go and get I should go to the hairdressers maybe by the next no, that's a bit ambitious. I was going to say by the next live I'll have got my barnet fixed.
When is the next games? What are the games this weekend? Maybe we could do a little watch along ski.
What do you mean?
A little watch along in a game.
WSL.
Jesus Christ, sometimes I wonder if you ever listen.
With WSL? Well, I was thinking I've got a game. So I was thinking, what do you mean? So maybe if there's a Saturday game or a Sunday evening game. We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out, guys. Listen, thank you very much to you for watching. From the bottom of my heart, thank you. From the bottom of her farts, thank you too.
You are not alone. I am here with you.
That's not bad.
I think I can actually sometimes take the piss. I can actually sing a little bit. Depends what song it is. Do you know what I mean? Honestly.
You got the tone right there. Well done.
Thanks.
Take the rest of the night off.
But really, thanks again, everyone. Like, subscribe, share the love, peace, love. Hopefully we've not offended too many people tonight. Stay humble, stay safe.
Ski, like, subscribe, leave a message.
Man's not hot, never hot.